How's it going, everybody? Brian Power back to discuss an NFC West matchup for NFL Week 11, as we've got the 6-3 Seahawks taking on the 3-6 Rams at 4:25 Eastern on Sunday. This is a rematch from Week 1, a game where the Rams pulled a big 30-13 upset as 4.5-point road underdogs. They outscored the Seahawks 23-0 in the second half of that one. Not much was expected from LA this season, so when they got out to that 3-3 start, some may have convinced themselves that this could be a team capable of competing for a playoff spot. Unfortunately, the Rams have since dropped 3 in a row. They'll be coming off a much-needed bye this week after losing 20-3 to the Packers in Lambeau Field 2 weeks ago. The good news, though, for the Rams is that Matthew Stafford is expected to start on Sunday. That's according to head coach Sean McVay, who deemed his QB1, quote, ready to go. Stafford did not play in the game at Green Bay, and the offense clearly suffered as a result. The market has responded kindly to the Stafford news, as you might expect. The Rams are now either -1 or pick 'em, depending on the shop. They opened +2.5, which would have made them a viable teaser candidate, but that option obviously no longer available. Let's talk about Seattle for a minute, though. The Seahawks are very much viable playoff contenders right now, despite that Week 1 loss to the Rams. Remember, Seattle was in the playoffs last year. And coming off a 29-26 win over the Commanders last week at home, the Seahawks were one of 5 teams on Sunday to kick a game-winning field goal on the final play. They have struggled against the spread as of late, failing to cover 4 of their last 5 games. They closed -6 against the Commanders, for the record. But the Rams are also 1-4 ATS over their last 5 games, so no edge for either side when it comes to recent form at the betting window. Here's an interesting trend I found, however. Going back to 2021, the Rams, in the month of November, it's been ugly. 0-8 straight up, 0-7-1 against the number. But on the flip side, and this is good news, Rams fans, you've had the Seahawks number. Not just back in Week 1, but over the last 10 meetings between these two teams. We've seen LA go a stunning 9-1 ATS, winning outright 6 different times. 3 of the 4 losses were by 4 points or less. 1 of them by a single point. Another in overtime. The situation here, that does favor the Rams, as does the recent series history. The Rams off a bye. The Seahawks in a bit of a look ahead. Now, they will be facing the 49ers Thanksgiving night, and that's in addition, obviously, to having played last Sunday. So scheduling spot, series history, points towards the home team. But I think the market's reacting a little too kindly to Stafford's return. The Seahawks have been the better team this year. There's no doubt about that, despite what we saw in Week 1. I know recent wins over the likes of Arizona, Cleveland, and Washington were not all that impressive. But Seattle should be highly motivated by the prospect of revenge here. If they want to make the playoffs, you can't get swept in the season series by the Rams, folks. Plus, I've got one more trend for you. When teams open up as an underdog, but close as a favorite, like is the case with the Rams right now, those teams are 46-84 ATS since 2019. Not good. Real money-burning situation there. So remember to continue to check the WagerTalk.com live odds screen for all the latest line movement on NFL Week 11, because if the Rams do in fact close as a favorite here, history suggests they will not cover. When it comes to the side, then, I'm leaning Seattle. As far as the total, it's currently up to 46. In this, the year of the under, I think that number's probably too high. Looking at these teams' last 5 games apiece, only 1 for both teams would have gone over a total of 46. So that would be 8 unders, 2 overs when it comes to the number of 46 during that particular stretch. Just a reminder to go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the Wage Talk YouTube page. You can save $50 by using the coupon code ALL30. That's ALL30. That $50 savings can be applied to any 30-day all-access pass from myself or another Wage Talk handicapper. No limit how many times you can use it. It can go towards an all-access pass, which covers you in all sports, or a sport-specific pass, such as the NFL. I was 3-1 last Sunday in the NFL, including a nice outright win with the Houston Texans over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, you can check me out on Twitter, at BrianPower_wins. Always tweeting there, always interacting. Feel free to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this preview. I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Now, if you want more NFL game previews, stats, and trends, click on this next video.